Hey guys, Kevin here with JcrOffroad, and in this video I'll show you how to install our XJ overhead MOLLE panel. Now to get started, we're going to need to drop down this center light console. For that, just take a small flat screwdriver and right in the center of this lens, you can push that in. There's a small cutout, and then pry down. That'll let you pivot this lens down and set it out of the way. After that, grab your Phillips screwdriver. There's going to be 2 screws right here at the front edge that need to be removed. Then once you have those out, you can simply slide this forward, and then it should drop out of the slots here in the roof. Once that's down, you'll have 2 electrical connectors that need to be removed. Those are just going to have a couple little thumb tabs that you press in and then disconnect them. Next, you can grab your rear mounting bracket, which will go in place just like this between this factory bracket. For that, you just need to push it up and then all the way back so it seats firmly against the front edge of this bracket. And after that, using the holes back here on each side, you can mark and drill those for a 1/4 inch bolt. Now after you get those holes drilled, we're going to need to install our adhesive to the back of this bracket. In order to do that, we're going to wipe this surface using acetone, peel the white layer off of your adhesive, and then apply it to this mounting surface that you see right here. Now this is a little bit oversized. We kind of made it trim to fit so you have plenty to cover the entire surface area. So you can get that trimmed up and installed to your bracket. Don't forget to go back and wipe the roof surface as well using the same acetone to get that cleaned up before this installation. Now we're also going to provide you with enough of this adhesive material that you can stick this bracket to the factory roof material, which we've already done here, so you're not going to see ours moving like yours will when you take this apart. But that's the same process as what we did on our bracket. It's just wiping both of these surfaces with acetone, peeling the backer one side at a time, sticking that in there, and applying pressure to it to get those 2 surfaces stuck tightly together. So now I've got mine trimmed to fit. I'm going to peel the white layer off the back and then just lay this neatly to the back side of the bracket where it mates to the roof. I just kind of work from one end to another to get that down on, and then I'm going to apply some pressure to it so that we get it adhered nice and tight. After that, we're going to leave this red backing portion on for now, and then we can take this bracket and loosely bolt it up in place into those holes you just drilled. For that, you're going to use the provided 1/4 inch button heads and flange lock nuts, and you're going to run these bolts from the outside in toward the center. Once you have the bolt started on both sides of this, you can pull it down like this, just far enough that you can peel the red layer of backing from your adhesive, and then pivot that up, and again apply pressure to that and the roof so that those can adhere tight together. Now once you're happy with that, grab yourself a 5/32 Allen as well as a 7/16 wrench, and you can tighten both of these up. Now you're also going to notice there's 2 additional holes here in our mounting bracket. The reason those are there, if you plan to run a lot of gear or something really heavy hanging from this panel, we're going to provide you with some additional hardware, and you can use this as a guide to drill out 2 new holes through the roof, and then install those 1/4 inch button head bolts from the top down. Just be sure, if you do it that way, that you're going to seal those up with plenty of RTV sealant so that you don't get water down into the interior of the vehicle. Now with that rear bracket completely installed, we'll reinstall our light console just in the reverse order of how it was removed. After that, we can install our front mount bracket. So we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver and just pull these visor clips down out of the headliner. After that, you can simply take the front mounting bracket and install it over the top of those using the factory hardware. Now it is going to be a good idea to get both of these started before you tighten everything down. Next, you can grab the MOLLE panel and put it up in place. So for this, I'm just going to start by using that provided 1/4 inch button head hardware and get it kind of hanging loosely from the back mounting bracket. Now with the back two started and your panel hanging loose, you can go ahead and slide those nuts up on top of the front bracket, getting them lined up with the slots, and then push this up tight and start 2 more 1/4 inch button head bolts. Now if you have any questions about this install or any other product here we have at JCR Off-Road, feel free to reach out to us. You can email us info@jcroffroad.com or give us a phone call 269-353-1184.